This is episode 72 of the Rule Your Pool podcast, and I want to introduce to the world our brand new help center. Jared, have you even looked at our help center?
3 minutes ago when you gave me the website.
Awesome. That's how new it is. We are just getting it right into the hands of all of our Rule Your Pool podcast listeners. It's actually been out for about 2 weeks, but we haven't linked to it yet. We've been building it, and I continue to add new answers to it each week. So we're going to talk about that in this week's episode. So let's get right into it. Welcome to Rule Your Pool, the podcast by Orenda that explains and simplifies pool chemistry so that anybody, regardless of experience, can understand it. I'm your host, Eric Knight, bringing clarity to these subjects so that you can bring clarity to your water. If you're ready to rule your pool, then let's go. The URL, if you are looking for this place, is ask.orendatech.com.
He's fancy. He refers to a website as a URL, everybody. Or it's just called the website.
Okay, whatever. The website is ask.orendatech.com. And the reason that we created this is we hear the same questions throughout the day. I've already had 4 calls today. 2 of them were the exact same question from 2 completely different people. And a lot of them are homeowners, but a lot of them are pool professionals. They're looking for answers. I'm here to tell you almost everything that we ever hear on that hotline is answered at ask.orendatech.com. And so I wanted to do this one on video because we don't do many video ones anymore. I'm in my closet studio here. I want to share my screen. I want to show you what we can actually do here so that you know how to navigate it, you know how to find it. So I am now going to share my screen. Jared, is there anything you want to add? You know, I don't want to spoil the surprise on your face when you actually see this because I know it's the first time.
I can't wait to see it, but the main thing is to understand there are ways to get answers to your questions very easily, quickly, and for some reason we don't answer the phone or we don't get back to you instantly. This is why, is because a lot of these questions that we get are very simple, just quick questions, and I know especially the service guys here, you don't take a lot of time, honestly, because you're on the move, you're trying to get something done on to the next job, and you just want a quick answer, which is great, and that's what phone calls are for. We're not saying don't call us or reach out to us because we're happy to answer, but if you're looking for a quick answer before a phone call, it's going to be found right here, and that's the ultimate goal.
Right. We want to have answers here for you before you call, and if you don't see the answer that you're looking for, if you can see my screen, there's a button up here that says submit your question here. Tap that, just fill it out. It comes directly to us. I get a little alert. Jared gets an alert. We can answer it either directly to you if it's unique to you and your pool, or if it's worth publishing, we'll write another article. We'll publish it here in the help center for everybody else to see. You know, we've already done that twice where people ask legitimately good questions and said, hey, you know, we should actually put that on the website. We do get that question quite a bit. I can't think of everything in my head that we get asked until somebody asks it. So if you don't see the answer, just put it here as opposed to just calling us. And then if you still don't see it and don't get a response from us fast, then call us. But that really helps us kind of organize our thoughts so that we can get answers to you efficiently. So I'm going to come back to the Help Center. So this is based on a search bar that you can just navigate a keyword or even a partial keyword to find whatever you're looking for. Now, there currently are 5 sections: the Orenda app, Orenda products, general pool chemistry, pool circulation and filtration, and the Orenda startup. These are not as in-depth as our blogs or our procedures. These are simplified versions of those, or they're more direct answers. So when we are talking about, let's go to our products, for instance. I'm going to go see all articles. Jared, what is the number one question you think we get? I mean, I already know the answer of what I get.
I want to know, like, go back to the home screen bar, because if I'm following these steps and I don't want to make a phone call and I want to get a quick answer, at the top there it says, how can we help? Ask us anything. That's where I'm going to go. And I'm going to type in my question. I'm going to say, can I swim after adding CV600?
And look what populates up as I'm typing. I haven't even pushed enter yet. Can I swim after adding CV600? Now that's a very long tail keyword. That's a very specific thing. But here's what we have so far. Now, none of them actually answer that directly, at least in the title. But here's something of how to use CV600 and CV700. Let's take a look at it. So here we have embedded a podcast. We have our video from Orenda Academy. And let's see what we have here. Now, I will tell you, having written these how to use the product pages, they're actually a lot more in depth than most of the answers. But let's go to common questions. Mistakes to avoid, overdosing, other uses, pouring it in. Here's the doses. I'm not sure this would actually answer your question directly. So, Jared, what would you do in this situation?
Got him.
Oh, come on.
Got him, everybody. He thought this was going to be so helpful. Here we are.
Right? So what's the process, Jared? How are you going to ask that question?
I'm going to go in and submit a question, Eric.
So you're going to click that link at the top, fill that out, and ask that exact question.
Yeah.
That way we get an alert. Great. Now I have a question. It gives me something to write about. So thank you for picking that example. Now, let's go back and ask a question that we really actually get.
Okay, I do get, do I have to run the filter after adding PR 10,000? A lot.
Okay, filter after PR. Oh, now here we are. Do I have to backwash or clean my filter after using PR 10,000? That seems to answer your question. There's a podcast embedded, which was episode 64, How to Use PR 10,000. Monitor the filter pressure. Here's some pictures of what can happen. Tells you what type of filter to go. There you go.
I think you just passed something that said, run your filter, blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the whole point is we want quick answers. So this is a quick thing. It's a lot shorter than a blog, and we're able to answer it very quickly. What's another question that you would get?
I get a lot of, do I have to wait to swim?
Wait to swim. For what?
It doesn't matter. All of them. Any questions. They use the specific product, but...
Well, here, I typed in wait to swim, and it says, after using PR 10,000, when is it safe to swim? I know I get that question quite often. Here's an answer. And that's a very short answer. It's actually one paragraph with a podcast embedded. So if you are looking for quick answers, hopefully it's in here. And like Jared did with the first example, you can submit the question. That is going to allow us to see it. And by the way, by submitting through that system, it doesn't go away until we answer it. So it's not like I can drop the ball. I'm going to remember it because I'm going to see that queue of questions. Kind of like when I get your podcast at Orenda Tech emails, I have a list of the questions that you're asking so that we can build episodes. And thank you for that, by the way. Well, I believe we're, 12 listeners now? Maybe 13?
I think last week we may have had 11 or 12, so we have to be at 15 by now. It's growing exponentially now.
Yeah. So next week, by that logic, we're over 20.
Yeah.
That's good. Good. Thanks for listening, all 20 of you.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that's basically the idea. So this is the Help Center. It's ask.orendatech.com. Come check it out. Hopefully your answer is in there.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you all go to that URL. All right.
The website, the URL. Way to go, Jared. Way to just stomp on my dreams. Here I am trying to be helpful.
Can you find this URL from our homepage?
Currently, yes. And the website is under construction, so the menu's kind of a mess. But at the very top right, it says the Help Center. I think I've beat this dead horse repeatedly. How do you feel about this episode, Jared? Can we move on?
That was a piece of cake, man.
Good. Well, this has been episode 72. Thank you for listening. Might be a new record, actually. Actually, no. I had an episode about Spa 500 that was like 6 minutes.
Good.
That was the record.
That was about right for that. Maybe a minute too long.
Probably. I was inefficient.
All right, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Rule Your Pool, a podcast by Orenda Technologies. For more information on what we discussed in this week's episode, check the links in the description or visit www.orendatech.com.
I hope you find this show valuable enough that you tap that subscribe button and share it with your friends. You can also like us on Facebook and social media. And with our help, you'll be able to rule your pool without over-treating it with chemicals and wasting money. I'll see you next episode.